Roka X-1. Average Jeff here. I know it's been a little while since I did my last video. Kind of took about a month off for some rest. I did a international try back at the end of November, did some traveling, then the holidays came and decided to take a month off after that. So basically took off January, and here is February. I want to get back on track, so I actually want to review a product today. When I did my triathlon, my goggles fogged up, they were all scratched up, and after I did that triathlon, I kind of threw them away. I had it with them, so I said, you know what, let me try some new ones. And so I went out and I bought these brand new Roka X Series 1 or X1, a brand new goggle, swim goggle by Roka. I couldn't find a whole lot of reviews on this other than going to the Roka website, and if you go to the Roka website, I'm sure you can find all the information. The interesting thing I found with these goggles was, one, there's no latex and there's no PVC. They're this soft silicone. So with my face, I like the nice soft silicone. I don't like having those pressed in raccoon eyes, or you know, those eye sockets pressed in. It ends up hurting, especially when you're swimming for, you know, a half a mile to a mile. And the other thing is maybe you can see that, but all the multiple colors for all the different situations. And for me, it's all about seeing clearly and the clarity. So I got light amber, and what light amber basically is for, they say it's for mist, fog, haze, and low light. So when you think about triathlon, you're usually doing, well, for me, either training very early in the morning, where it's around sunrise, so it's not full sun, or you're doing it after work, you're getting dusk. So I was looking for something like this, you know, a light amber, which is almost like a blue blocker. It makes everything crisp and clear. I kind of like these amber lenses also when I cycle, because I cycle around the same times usually. Initially, you can take a look at them. They're supposed to be oversized. Initially, I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger. I'm used to wearing Aquasphere, the Aquasphere Vistas, and they're much bigger than this. So I usually tend to go for the bigger ones. I don't like the skinny little Olympic trial size goggles. So, but they're not that small, so I was going to give them a try. I just want to show you, this is how they come. They also come in mirrored lenses, and they're actually quite cheap. Actually, surprisingly enough, for if they're good as they say they are. And like I said, you can go to Roka's website and look at all the facts and how these are specifically designed for triathlon. $20 for non-mirrored, and $25 for the mirrored versions. Nothing in here but basically the goggles, and that's it. They're not super light, but they're pretty light. This is nice. So it's not clear, which is interesting, because usually swim goggles, this is clear or black. So I'm assuming that has to do with the soft silicone, and it is soft. I can tell you right off the bat, this actually feels much softer than most of the rubberized or plastic goggles that I'm used to feeling. Let me take it off. Man, when they say light amber, they mean light amber. They're actually lighter. As I'm looking through these, they're a much lighter amber than I thought. But initially, the amber is so light, I can barely tell. When you look into the sunlight, actually, it kind of changes your perspective a little bit. Actually, yeah, I can see the difference. And I always like to do the test, just pushing it, even on the dry face, because you notice if you can get them to stick like this, oh, maybe not. They're sticking for a second, then they're popping off, some air is getting in. So I'll try these out. You guys can get a sense of what they look like. Hopefully I don't look too goofy. I feel like a pilot in an old 1940s warplane with these things on. It's pretty good. Soft. It's relatively soft, the silicone. I don't know, what do you guys think? Kind of goes with my Captain America shirt, right? Interesting. But anyway, you can see how they are. They look like they're very well made. I don't see any flaws. The back band is actually, even though it looks stretchy, it's actually extremely thick. There's no ratchet system on these. It's just pure, just little clear plastic clips. And size-wise, they're not that small. They're pretty big. It's hard. I know it's going to be hard to tell. Hopefully, you can tell more on my face than me just showing them to you. And hopefully, you get a better sense when we go in the pool. So, see you guys then. Don't stop the bird and let you down till the time get you. Don't stop the bird and let you dance around till we face the ground. Don't stop the bird and let you move around till the time get you. Don't stop the bird and let you dance around till we face the ground. Don't stop the bird and let you move around till the time get you. Don't stop the bird and let you dance around till we face the ground. Don't stop the bird and let you move around till the time get you. Don't stop the bird and let you dance around till we face the ground. Don't stop the bird and let you move around till the time get you. Don't stop the bird and let you dance around till we face the ground. Did I leak? A little bit. A little bit. Warped. A little bit of warped vision. Leak a little bit. So build quality, like I said, build quality, overall pretty good. Build quality out of 1 to 10. Like I said, I'm not sure about these little clips here. These little plastic clips is the only thing I am iffy about. So let's give the quality an 8 out of 10. Comfort, just putting them on dry, not in the water wet, pushing on my face. I actually have to give them a little less. I can already feel the pressure on the bottom of my eye sockets. So comfort, I would have to give maybe 6 out of 10. Cost, like I said, $20 for the non-mirrored, $25 for the mirrored. I think the cost is very reasonable. I give the cost an 8 out of 10. And overall appearance, what do we think about these things? They're not great, but they're not ugly. I mean, goggles are goggles, right? But they're not super slick. They're almost minimalistic, little extra plastic on the sides, which I'm hoping holds to the durability of it, but it does add some weight. So appearance-wise, let's give them also, I don't know, 6, 7. Let's give them a 7 because they're not that bad. So 7 out of 10 for appearance. Roka X-1, not the F's, not the S's, X1, brand new Roka. Trying them out here first. Irish Jeff, giving you the scoop on the newest products. Maybe not always the newest products, but today, giving you the X1, a new goggle, a new product for triathlon.